Good morning. Welcome to this 20-minute gentle flow, particularly focusing on the hips and legs today. So come to the front of the mat and feet hip width apart. We're just going to go straight into a little bit of a twist to ease everything off. So start with the hands on the belly and just moving side to side. Feeling the stretch in the hips, through the knees, down into the ankles, and then into the feet. Now start to relax the arms and swing them as well, and feel that the swinging backwards and forwards through the shoulders, looking over the shoulder, just easing everything off. Keeping the eye gaze low, not focusing on anything in particular. That'll stop you from getting dizzy. But if you do get dizzy, then just come to a gentle slowing and then a stop. Not worrying too much about the breath, but if you do feel any welling up and a need to breathe it out or cough, then do so. Not holding the breath, just breathing naturally. Just coming into a flow, gently flossing out the whole body. Let go of the thoughts that have been creeping in and just focus on just the movement. Now starting to slow down, just slowing the process, looking less over each shoulder as you slow the upper body down, and then slowing down in the lower body as well. And when you're ready, coming to a stop, just bring the hands, palms facing forward, down beside the hips. Close the eyes and take a few breaths. Nice slow inhales and exhales through the nose if you can, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. One last deep breath in, clearing breath out, shake it out, and we'll come in to do some sun salutations. So big toes together, heels apart, set it up, hands to heart. We're going to work on side stretches and lunges. So when you're ready, inhale, reach the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, point through the index fingers and cross the thumbs. Go exhale to the right, inhale to the center, and then exhale to the left. So one breath, one movement. We're doing 3 in total, dual pace. And then fold down, bend your knees as you fold, and then come halfway. Then plant the hands, step the left foot back, knee to floor, flat foot. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Come into a low lunge. Feel a stretch in the front of the left hip. Slow breaths. Fingers back to the floor. Step the left foot back to the front of the mat. Hands to knees, and then exhale, fold down. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Come back to the left side, so inhale up. Come to the right first, and then follow with the left. 3 to each side. Keep the core engaged. Arms straight. And then as you fold, bend the knees. Come halfway. Plant the hands. This time we'll step the right back. Come into a low lunge on the left side. Flat foot. Inhale, reach overhead. Lean forward into it. So you're looking for knee over ankle on the front foot, and on the back foot flat. Step forward. Hands to shins, or hands to knees, or hands to floor, and then fold down. Inhale, overhead. And that's one set. Now slight variation this time round. So side stretch first. Inhale tall, exhale to the right, and then inhale up, exhale to the left. One more to each side. And fold down. Come halfway. And then this time left leg back, drop to the knee, flat foot, inhale to the low lunge. Focus either straight forward or looking up to the thumbs. Now, challenge yourself, hands to heart, tuck the toes on the back leg and lift up. Come into a twisted high lunge. Left hand to floor, right arm up. Breathing. Pull the right knee in towards the chest and then step the left foot forward. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, overhead. Hands to heart. To left side. Side stretches first. 3 to each side. Breathing out as you go down, breathing in as you raise up. And then stretch tall and then fold down, bending the knees halfway, and then step the right leg back, knee to floor, flatten out the back foot, inhale, reach up into that low lunge. 5 breaths here. Steady eye gaze. Challenge, tuck the toes on the back leg and lift up. And then twist it into a high lunge, twisted lunge. So make sure the thumb is flat to the floor, hand flat to the floor. Step the right foot to meet the left. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, up and down. So that's the second version of the sun salutation. Let's do the last version. So 3 to side stretches to each side. Inhale, tall. Exhale, fold. Come halfway. Plant the hands, step the left foot back, low lunge. Inhale, overhead. Steady as she goes. Then hands to heart, tuck the toes, lift up and twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Breathe. Straighten through the back leg, strong through the arms. Now coming into a hamstring stretch, so drop the knee again, flat foot, and then roll the hips back, lifting the toes on the right foot. Feel a stretch down the back of the right leg. Hamstring stretch, fingers on the floor for support. Then bring forward, step forward. So just roll forward, fold out, and inhale up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Last set, to the left side. Side stretches. Forward fold. Halfway. Step the right leg back, low lunge. Inhale, reach up and over. Breathe. Steady. Hands to heart. Challenge, lift up. Right hand down this time, left arm up. Pulling that left knee towards the right elbow, keeping it strong and straight. Hands down, drop the knee down and roll the hips back. Maybe grab the foot and move it forward if you need to, but we're stretching through now through the left hamstring, sorry. And then step forward, halfway. Fold down, breathe out, inhale, breathe in, overhead, exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment, close your eyes, take a few breaths. Let the heart rate come back down. And then open the eyes to shake it all out. And we'll come to a standing balance. So feet hip width apart, hands at hips, come into pyramid pose. So left leg steps back, feet are facing forward, both feet forward, and then as you lean forward, folding at the hips, bring your hand down onto your leg or to the floor. Both legs are straight, so keep both kneecaps pulling up, straight legs. Feel a stretch down through the back of the legs, particularly in the right hamstring and hip. Bring your hands back to your hips and inhale, bring yourself back up to upright. Step the left foot forward and then bring your hands back to heart. Hands back to hips. Let's go the other side. Step the right leg back. Straight legs. Lead with the chin in the chest. Lean forward, bending at the hips. Slide the hands down the left leg. Flat back, eye gaze down to the mat. Both legs straight and strong. Kneecaps pulled up. Slow breaths. Last one. Hands to hips. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, step the foot forward, hands to heart. Take a couple of breaths, and then we'll do the same again with a bit of a challenge pose after the pyramid. So reset, hands to hips, feet hip width apart, step the left foot back, fold it from the hips, legs are straight. Eye gaze directly down to the mat, hands on the leg for support, on the right leg for support. Feel a stretch down the legs, maybe even into the back. Last breath here. Now bend the right knee, bring your hands onto the floor, maybe outside of the mat, quite a decent distance away. Challenge yourself by lifting the left leg off the floor. Once you've got it off the floor, flex the foot and straighten through the right leg. You might need a block to do this, but we're using some strength now through the right leg, and then bend the knee to bring the left foot down. Hands to hips, inhale, reach yourself up, exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment to recover from that, and then swap to the other side, so right leg goes back this time. Leaning forward, finding that position, flat backs, lengthening through the neck, straight legs. Deep breathing. Last breath here, bend the knee, bring the fingers on for challenge. Bring your right leg up now behind, flex the foot, and then straighten through the left leg. Working strength, balance, as well as flexibility. To come out, bend the left knee, bring the right leg down. Hands to hips, use your core to lift you upright, and then exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes and take a few breaths. Let that all sink in. Let the heart rate come back down. That's the hard work done today. Now we're going to come down to the mat for a few stretches. So give it a shake out and then come on down to a seated position. We'll come into butterfly first. So soles of the feet together, knees wide. Just wrap the hands around the feet. Lead with the chin in the chest. So it's not about getting the head down. It's about getting length through the spine and letting that inner thigh stretch. Bending the elbows as you deepen the stretch. Focus on the breath. Small adjustment if you need to. Relaxing into the stretch. No effort required. And then coming on up, bring the knees together, give it a shake out. Come into a lower back stretch. So right leg out to the side and left knee bent, tucked in. Reach with the left hand and right hand on top. So you can bend the right knee if need be. We're looking more for the stretch in the left lower back side, so towards the left. The foot can be flexed or pointed, just relaxed. Then make a small adjustment. Eye gaze to your toe, big toe. So we're not looking down, we're looking forward, finding that length through the back. come on back up. Swap to the other side. Just be careful of the knee as you open it up. Bring the right knee in, leg in, turn towards the left, reach with the right hand, and then bring the left hand on top. Now feel a stretch in the right lower back. Slow breaths. Focused eye gaze. A small adjustment if you want to, and then sinking into it. Come on back up. Careful of the knee, shake it out. Bring the legs together. Let's come into a stretch for the quad. So bring the foot out behind, beside your right hip. Toes are pointed. Bring the knees together if you can. If you've got any issues with knees, then maybe not doing this stretch. We're looking to stretch. We're looking for both hips to be on the floor. We're not sitting on the foot, it's just beside us, beside the right hip. Eye gaze again to the left big toe, looking forward, not looking down. And then come on back up, bring that leg out, give it a shake, and then roll over onto the right hip to bring the left foot up beside the left hip and stretching into the quad of the left. Hands are on the floor for support, fingers facing forward, and use this as an opportunity to stretch out your whole hand as well. So bringing the wrists all the way to the floor, palms of the hands to the floor, thumb facing forward as well. Maybe going a little bit deeper, see how it feels for you today. Notice the difference between the left side and the right side. Invariably they are different, and that means that you can possibly do a little longer stretch on the side that's tighter, trying to bring yourself into balance. And then come on forward, shake it out, a good old shake out. Just come into that halfway position just for a moment. So feet, legs straight, spine straight, and bringing the hands to the floor beside the hips in the L shape. And then come into a spinal twist to finish off. So right leg over the top of the left, wrap the left arm round and turning, coming back and looking over the right shoulder. So pulling the leg in towards the chest. Come to the other side, so take a moment between sides. So left leg over the top of the right, sitting tall, wrapping the right arm round, turning and looking behind. Come back to center, shake it out. Come into a nice comfortable cross-legged seat position, or legs in front, whatever feels good for you. We want a nice long spine, so thinking about shoulders over the hips, not leaning forward, not leaning back, using the hands on the legs for support. Closing the eyes and just taking a moment to notice the difference, how your body feels after this short practice. Might be a bit of a buzz going on in the legs, energized, blood flow is definitely improved, but also think about the clarity that you've got in your mind, less chatter and more balanced, improved foundations to allow you to get through life. When we can trust our legs and hips then we don't have to worry so much. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring the hands together in prayer. Inhale, exhale. Gently bow the head to open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you. Well done.